we're right in the midst of a tremendous book launch success with Who Not How, which is really our first major market book where we're really going to the broad marketplace. And I did it through collaboration. So the idea of Who Not How came from a series of conversations that I had with Dean Jackson, who's a great internet marketer. And Dean came up with the idea of Who Not How. He said, when I have a big goal, and I can see a bigger and better goal, I get very excited, but he says, and then I get stuck because I realize that I don't really have the skills to accomplish this bigger and better goal. And so what it puts me in a weird position is that I'm excited about the goal, but in some ways the bigger and better goal has actually made me feel a little bit worse about myself because I don't have the capabilities. And he said, so you either, just, kind of push yourself through and actually do all the things to get to the bigger and better goal, but it's not enjoyable because you don't really have all the skills necessary to achieve the vision that you had in your mind. Sometime in the future, things are going to be bigger and better. Or you give up having goals because every time that you have a goal, it kind of depresses you afterwards. So Dean Jackson and I had really talked a lot about procrastination, which is really what happens to you when you have a goal and you don't take action on it. You procrastinate. So Dean just showed me a little diagram that he had worked on a couple of years before, and it was that there was the goal, and then there was you, and then there was your hows, but that the solution was really whose. Okay, so you would reach out to other people. You would get real clear about what your goal is. And what I found was that when I communicated this to entrepreneurs, I said, see, the procrastination is actually a really good thing because procrastination tells you that once you've set the goal for yourself, once you visualize it, once you're clear about it, once you're excited about it, once you can put measurements on it, then your next step is not to say, how do I accomplish the goal? It's who accomplishes the goal with me or who accomplishes the goal for me. And the moment they see that, all of a sudden they get freed up from the responsibility that they have to be the person 100% who achieves the goal. And so then the question comes up, why did it take someone else to tell them that? In other words, people always say, why didn't I know this 20 years ago? Why didn't I know this when I was 10 years old? Why didn't I know this when I first started to walk? And so my answer to that is that the school system from junior kindergarten going 20 years forward until graduate school is all about your individual performance. So you are graded on your individual performance. So you can't have someone else helping you with your tests because that's cheating. You can't have someone else doing your homework because that's cheating. So the entire educational system prepares people to be good hows. You're a very, very good how, and then after you finish school, you're able to go out in the marketplace and get a job, and you're hired for doing the how. Except that's not the way it really works, because I've discovered that very few people actually do in their working life what they were trained to do in the school. They go to college because I'm going to major in this, but nobody wants to hire that when you get out of college. And I think that, but there's this emphasis put that if you don't do it yourself, it's not really real. And I said, no. Achieving the goal is really, really real. How the achievement happens, you can use as many other people and their skills as possible. So the big thing that I think that we're introducing into the world right now is just two thoughts. One is that when you set a goal and you procrastinate, that's a good sign, because the procrastination is telling you you're not the person to actually do all the achievement that gets to the goal. You can actually surround yourself with other achievers, and they help you get to the goal, and they'll be very excited to do that. They'll actually love helping you out to get to the goal. And the moment that entrepreneurs actually try that, they find that it's true. And then they find out that the money is found to actually do this, that when they start looking at it, they can actually pay other people. And the achievement leads to higher and higher financial breakthroughs. And they can keep surrounding themselves throughout their entire lifetime with other who's who help them achieve their bigger and better goals.